Now the second is negative deviation. So about the negative deviation, if you are going to graph here, if vapor pressure here, right, and here is the mole fraction. Mole fraction we are going to show, right, as here vapor pressure and here is the mole fraction, right. So it is the mole fraction. Mole fraction. So here the mole fraction, if first mole XA is equal to 0 here, we are starting with the 0 and it is goes to the completion XA is equal to 1, and in the same graph XB is equal to, here start from the 0 and go to the completion. Here the vapor pressure, let's suppose this is for the XA, so PA is there. Now suppose here is the XB, so PB is there, and this must be the solution pressure, P total. But in these kind of non-ideal solutions, then shows the negative deviation. So that means the pressure, vapor pressure must be negative. It shows the negative deviation. So it will be the P total, shows the negative deviation. So here the points about the negative deviation is one by one as we have discussed in the positive deviation. So the first is the forces of attraction, right. Now this time the old forces and new forces. So the old forces are AA and BB type. So here this time these old forces are less than the new forces. In this case the negative deviation is shown by the non-ideal solutions. So now the next is, here the next is delta V mixing. So delta V mixing this time is less than 0, right. Now the delta G, del G always negative, del G always negative, and in the same way del S is more than 0, right. So now the next is delta H mixing. So delta H mixing in this case is negative. Right? Here the positive, here the negative. Now in this case, now the VP observed, vapor pressure observed. In this case, the vapor pressure observed is observed. Here less than the vapor pressure, here the more. Where vapor pressure observed more than vapor pressure calculated. Here the vapor pressure less than the vapor pressure calculated. Here the less, that's why the negative deviation shown, right. Now the next is boiling point observed is smaller than the boiling point calculated. Now this time the boiling point observed is greater than, here is less than, so here is greater than the boiling point calculated. Because the vapor pressure this time decreases, that's why the boiling point this time increases, right. So here they creates the depression in boiling point. So here they creates the elevation in boiling point. Now these forms the minimum boiling azeotrope. They forms the maximum boiling azeotrope. Forms maximum boiling azeotropes. right? So this is all about the positive deviation and negative deviation shown by the non-ideal solutions. Now we are discussing about this. They form the minimum boiling azeotrophs, they form the maximum boiling azeotrophs. The question arises, what are these azeotrophs? So now next, move to the azeotrophs. So now the azeotrophs. So what are the azeotrophs actually? The mixture of two real miscible liquids which boils and distilled at same temperature. So these kind of mixtures are called the azeotrophs. So in this, the components of azeotrophs cannot be separated by the fractional distillation. These are separated by the azeotropic distillations. Right? Now here, azeotrophs are, these are the mixtures of two real miscible liquids which boil and distilled at same temperature. Without undergoing any change in composition. Right? So these type of mixtures are called the azeotrophs. These mixtures forms the non-ideal solution. Right? Now, the azeotrophs are of two types. Azeotrophs, that is the minimum boiling azeotroph and second is the maximum boiling azeotroph. So the minimum boiling azeotrophs are which shows the large positive deviation from the Raoult law. These mixtures or solutions shows the large positive deviation from Raoult's law. Now the maximum boiling azeotroph, these mixtures show large negative deviation from Raoult's law. So this is all about the azeotrophs. Now move to the colligative properties. So now the colligative properties. So the colligative properties are which depends on the number of solute particles relative to the total number of particles in the solution. In place of the nature of the particles, these depends on the number of particles. This is the main thing, right? For example, the osmosis, that depends on the number of particles. If more concentration is there, the osmotic pressure will be more. And in the same way as in the elevation in BP, we have discussed so far, elevation in BP, depression in FP, that all depends on the mass of the solid particles. That means the number of the non-volatile solute in the solution. the elevation in Vp and depression in Fp depends on the solute particles. So here the qualitative properties are